World Ducati Week 2024. Finally it's here. I've had to wait 2 years because it's only held every 2 years, and this is my 7th World Ducati Week I'm attending. In this video I'm going to share with you all the stuff there is to do, to see, and all the fun to be had, and all the crazy Ducatisti from around the world. As you can see, extremely well attended as always. Gone are the days of COVID. Here you have, they talk about 80,000 people attending the World Ducati Weeks. It feels like 80,000 Ducatis are present. There's just Ducatis all over the place. And back in the old days, they were always only in red. But here you can see of all colors, all designs. Later I'll show you some of the specials. Here is a 180-degree view from the top of the paddocks to show you the lay of the land, how big this facility really is. Starting off here where the pit boxes are, that's where all the people are lining up to get autographs and signatures from the current riders. The bikes are parked from way over there, right at the end, the exit at the back of the circuit. The bikes are starting to be parked behind all the race trucks, and they go right around the back behind all of those buildings. Then you see that round dome there, that is the launch of the V4 2025. The bikes go around the back, all around the back, down the front here, down the front there. That is the Lenovo Race of Champions bikes. Here more bikes parked, and out to the front, and bikes all over the place. There is a service center, dyno, servicing bikes, more bikes parked, and you can have your tires changed. Everything can be done here at this venue, Misano or Circuit di Simoncelli. Here's one of the bikes on display. It's a Hypermotard 950 SP. Always really cool bikes, cool launches, and stunning paint jobs. Here's an interesting one. It's the Hypermotard, the mono drive, and that is something I saw on the assembly line of the motors at the factory. If you look closely, this motor is a mono, meaning a single piston, and that was assembled on the same motor line as the V2s. So Hypermotard single here, something cool, Panigale V2 final edition. So this is the end of the V2s. Also cool Corsa paint job. And if you can see on the triple clamp up on top, it will be a numbered bike, so also a collector's piece. A really cool paint job, cool looking bike, and something I wouldn't mind having in the collection. Going to the other side, here you have the Street Fighter, but that is displayed as at a crazy angle, which let's call it the maximum lean angle. But it was a display people could climb onto, put their knee down, even put their elbow down and have photos taken. So that's also the Street Fighter, the SP. And it just does look mean. A lot of composite materials, meaning a lot of carbon fiber, magnesium, a really special piece. Now here is a Monster SP. Also very aggressive looking colors, I like the way they bring the color accents into the Terminoni pipes with the carbon at the back, the black and red carried right through. Now here's a Diavel together with a Bentley. Now going back in history, Ducati made a Diavel with AMG, then the Diavel Lamborghini, and here's the Bentley. As you see, the Bentley logo also going to be a limited production. You can see that Bentley wheel, that stunning 4 exhaust, the Bentley logo embroidered into the seat, the red stitching in the seat, the Bentley logo on the petrol tank under the clear coat. And going to the front of the bike, you see the red accents in the grille as per that Bentley. And here, have a look at that front mudguard. That looks like the bonnet of the actual car. Here's the new release in that burnt orange metallic. Here you see the red accents in the grille. And just an absolutely stunning motorcycle. The red accents, the red stitching, that rim in black, and that monstrous exhaust. Looks very aggressive. Here the number again on the side. Something really special. Every year there is something new unveiled and launched, and it never disappoints. Now here's another cool bike, and just in my previous episode when I went to Imola, it is the 30th anniversary of Ayrton Senna's passing, and Ducati have always done work together with Ayrton Senna or the Senna Foundation, starting right back in 1994 when Ayrton Senna was still alive, the 916 Senna 1. And here the new monster in the very famous helmet colors of Ayrton Senna, yellow, blue and green as per his helmet, and the Brazilian flag. This is an iconic looking bike, I think, and the yellow accents again brought into the Terminoni exhaust behind the carbon fiber. And here was something interesting. First time for me to see this. There was a Ducati designer on the left of the stage, and he was designing live. I've just sped the video up a little bit, but you could see he was designing it live while you were watching him design, and he was going through the contours, the shapes and the lines, how they start designing a new bike. Now going outside another tent, you can see these are master airbrush artists, and yes, that helmet in front of that gentleman is mine with that checkered flag. I gave him an old helmet of mine and I asked him to airbrush a logo. It is a very simplistic logo that he could brush with stenciling, but I wanted to put a spin on it and then later take it for autographing. That green paint in his hand should give it away. I wanted the tricolore on that logo. And here it is, World Ducati Week 2024 in the tricolore, just above the Desmodromic valve picture. Here the signature on the left, Carlos Checker with a 7 and Troy Bayliss on the right. Here while I was signing stuff, Carl Fogarty in front of me, got him to sign my Route 21 cap. On his left to the right on the video, that is Carlos Checker, and I asked him to sign as well, also being a world champion. And to his left on the right again on the video, that is Troy Bayliss, and I got him to sign that Route 21 cap as well. Historical rider autograph session, and I got my Route 21 museum cap signed. First signature over here was Carl Fogarty, followed by this signature over here was Carlos Checker, also won on the 1198, and here Troy Bayliss, 3-time champion. So Route 21 cap signed by 3 historical riders, multiple champion, 4-time Carl Fogarty, Carlos Checker once, and Troy Bayliss 3 times. That covers 8 World Superbike Championships. While I was at it, I stood in front of the pit boxes and got Alvaro Bautista to sign my Bautista helmet, visor and top, as well as my t-shirt I got at Ducati. Here you see the visor signed in silver, and then I got Ruben Zaust to sign a cap of mine. Here you have the Ducati shop. Everything in here is normal pricing. There's a lot of Ducati merchandise, also rider merchandise. Been in there, haven't spent too much money. I've spent money over there at the Italian sound shop, Terminoni. Obviously had to have some stuff from them. Also some of the decals when doing restorations. up bikes. But as you can see, the car park just continues and goes on right to the end. Another custom hydro dipping job on that bike. A lot of custom bikes. I'm going to do some bike spotting just now, a little bit later. But if you look at this queue, this absolutely long, insane queue over here that goes all the way, snakes up and down over there under those white tents. It snakes up and down, and it goes up to the second floor. You see the gentleman standing in front of the door. Now that is the store where they call sell-off specials, promotional items, really cheap, and that's really good to go to. However, that is insane because they only let a few people in at a time, and you can see you've got about a 2-hour wait just to get into that store. But what I'll do is tomorrow morning I'll come really early and I'll get into that queue to see what's in. I think twice a day or even 3 times a day they restock that shop because they really ravage that shop. I've been in there every single year and it is really good, really awesome pricing. So if you want specials, this is the place to come. This is the Pirelli tent where the guys that are riding here can fit new tires. So everything to do with bikes over here. Here's the service tent where you can even have your bike serviced. Now have a look at what I was saying just now about this discount store up there on the second floor, and this queue is snaking up and down a few times here, and then it goes all the way out to the back there, and that is for the discount store. So yes, come early, stand in queue so you don't bake in the sun. It is well over 30 degrees here. Doing a little bit of bike spotting. There are bikes from every decade here, some special stuff, some limited stuff, bikes that you don't see every day, and this is the place. So having a look around some of the bike spotting, over here you see a 999. This is an R, you can see it on the magnesium headlight. Over here you've got 1000 GT, the Sport Classic. Fantastic bike, something that you don't see on the road every day. Now over here are 2 original scramblers. This is not the new scramblers, this is the original scramblers. Fantastic looking bikes, and as you can see, one in the iconic yellow and the other one in black and yellow. That one's a 450. I don't know what this one is over here, but it does look similar size. Yeah, let's see, a 1972, and it's a 250. So this yellow one is a 1972 250, the black one is a 74 450. Really cool. Now walking up here a little bit, I spotted something. You see a custom job. There's a nice maroon wine red with gold wheels monster, but going up like Neil Hodgson won the championship on his number 100 bike, and this is when he was a privateer HM plant. Here we have the S4RS Monster Tricolore colors, also a very, very special piece. I had an eye on one of those but couldn't clinch the deal. Then you have a Monster with a Corsa body kit. I've got one of the Corsa body kits, but unfortunately I don't have my Monster anymore. But as you walk down the aisles, you really see some cool stuff along the way, and I will keep on doing some bike spotting. Here is custom jobs again. If you look at this Monster, and they have the old Ducati Mechanica logo on the petrol tank. Fantastic. Stunning pieces over here. I see a 888. This looks like a 888 SP4 like I had. Giancarlo Falappa signature number 9 and number 5. These are his race numbers. Yes. This looks like an SP4 of 1992. Champion del Mondo. Let's have a look. Yep. Number 593 SP4. Continuing with the rare and special stuff, here's a Lamborghini Street Fighter. Only one in South Africa, you don't see many of them around. Next up, a Mike Hellwood 1000cc Melee. Here, NCR paint job on a monster. And here is some crazy playtime of some crazy guys. No, that's not a Ducati motor exploding. These are mechanics playing around, getting their Ducatis to do crazy stuff. Have a look at this. Now another thing, these guys travel from all over the world: France, Switzerland, Germany, Britain, Austria, different provinces of Austria, Tyrol, everywhere. Now here we have the Lenovo Race of Champions tent, and these are all the same V4 Panigale S's of 2025. Have a look at the headlights. You can see it is the brand new bike. It looks very different, the whole headlight section, to the new one. They all have their liveries as per the racing riders of all classes, whether it's super sport, superbike. Here you have Alex and Marc Marquez, Fabio Di Giannantonio, Bezzecchi's bike. Next to Bezzecchi you have Morbidelli, then Martin, then you have Bastianini, and next to him you have Pecco, Pierre, Bautista, and next to Bautista you've got his teammate Bulliger. And next to Bulliger you have Petrucci and Iannone Maniac, who got pole position. Then you have Rinaldi's bike, and then Glenn Irwin. Now here's all the teams represented: the Gresini, the Pramac, the Aruba IT Superbike, Lenovo, Ducati, Corsa MotoGP team, Altea team, and this Lenovo Race of Champions 2 years ago in 2022 was won by Pecco, and before that it was won by the test rider Piero. I think it's time to go upstairs and watch the Race of Champions from the top of the pit building.
Sul video della partenza.
As mentioned before, Iannone the Maniac got pole position, but off the start Pecco got the jump on him, and that's how the race would be.
Posizioni e effetti dopo la partenza, perché c'è stato il contatto, o il quasi contatto fra i
It settled down, quite a static race. Bulliger was lying third for a long time, and Marc Marquez was really challenging. And the finishing order was Pecco Bagnaia winning the second Race of Champions. Second place was Iannone, the pole sitter, and in third place after Bulliger's crash was Marc Marquez. Sadly, it was time to leave and end World Ducati Week 2024 and wait another 2 years. However, I had one more stop, and this is where every motorcycle fan should go. Yes, the home of Valentino Rossi, Tavullia. And I was here 2 years ago, and I could see that shop and museum under construction. And here I got back, I wanted to see what it looks like, and it's very iconic. I think every motorcycle fan around the world desires to come here, and I've been really privileged to be here a few times, and this is just such an iconic place. The birthplace of Valentino Rossi and pilgrimage for every motorcycle fan across the world. Here's that very famous Tavullia sign where everybody from around the world, every country, every motorcycle club puts their sticker on. That's the front of the shop. And here, very, very famous, the 1997 Rossi Fumi #1 that he carried on his back after winning that race and championship. And the front of the shop, you can see a lot of the souvenirs, memorabilia, but he's even got a fan shop in there for his riders. Here, entering the shop, you can see there is merchandise galore. There's a lot of history displayed, and just all round something to take in. Even if you don't spend any money, this is a place you just have to see. Walking around to the other side, and yes, obviously the VR46. I think that was Bezzecchi's bike on display. Going down the stairs here, yes, simulators, training room, and even leathers from his 1 to 5 days, 500 days, and MotoGP days, helmets, boots, gloves, all on display. Some trophies on display, just stunning. Here is the Donington MotoGP trophy and all his titles that he's got. Going upstairs, you can see more merchandise through the years, now even his racing days with BMW in the car automotive racing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video with me. If you did, remember, hit the like button, give me a thumbs up, but most important of all, please guys, hit that subscribe button to help me build the channel, and if you like, the reminder bell so you always know when I'm uploading something next.